I'm gonna fuck up how to pronounce his last name, but I know how to say his first name perfectly. Please welcome Josh Poirier. Poirier? Now you gotta say it for me. Poirier. I said it. Fuck you. I said it right to them.
Thank you. So I can't be the only person in this room today who believes that the Make-A-Wish Foundation should really be called the Second Best Thing Foundation. Because we all know what those kids are wishing for. To meet Tom Brady. I don't know what the fuck you guys are thinking about, but you guys are fucking sick. So, I might be a sociopath. I've killed so many people. Playing the Oregon Trail as a kid. That I really should be brought up on manslaughter charges in the real world. They said she died of dysentery, but I know the truth, it was me. What I actually used to do is I used to take all the kids who bullied me in school and put them as my family, and then run those fuckers as hard as I could until they all fucking died. So, being a geek is actually the worst addiction you can have, because as a geek, we spend as much money on video games, comic books, and DVDs as your average crackhead spends on crack. The main difference is that if you've got extra crack, someone's gonna suck your dick for that crack. No one's sucking your dick for an extra copy of Ultimate Spider-Man #2. And being a geek, I'm also a sports fan. So I figured I'd try fantasy football out. And it was fun, but it was a lot of work. Because when you gotta roll up a separate character sheet for every one of the 52 players on all 32 teams, that is a shitload of paper and a shitload of dice rolls. And when your level 12 quarterback dies while exploring the Tomb of Horrors and all you got left on the bench as a backup is a level 6 druid, you are well and truly fucked. Because as we all know, druids, while they are experts at earth magic, can't throw a ball downfield to save their life. So I'm also into video games, and the worst innovation ever put into video games was the timer that tells you how long you've been playing a certain game for. Now I'll admit that I was actually really excited when I first found out that I beat Final Fantasy VIII in 42 hours. That was an achievement. But I've been playing a lot of Call of Duty, some of it with Mr. Mustache over there. And I looked at the time that I've been playing that game, and it was 33 days, 23 hours, and 15 minutes. I'm gonna let that sink in for a second, because that's a fucking month. That's longer than most soldiers spend in battle. And I think about all the things I could have been doing with that month, because it was a waste. Like, I could have gone and finally finished Fallout 3, or started Red Dead Redemption, or go back and finish Final Fantasy VIII in 38 hours. All the things I could have done. So I'm into heavy metal music as well, but I'm really into bands that are in it for the music. And mostly because I feel I have a personal stake in that. That reason why they're in it for the music is, because again, I mean, most bands when they get into music, they really get into it to get laid. And then when these bands come out and they play their first show and their entire audience is 40 guys who look like me going, yeah, metal! They're like, fuck it, all right, what about the music now? So I'm also, my wife's actually worried about me a little bit, because I like to use a lot of beauty products. I actually like to use facial masks, take bubble baths, and keep my nails nice and clean. She's worried I'm trying to be prettier than her. And I keep trying to tell her, no, I'm just trying to maintain this. This is all smoke and mirrors. I'm also on Weight Watchers because my wife is actually forcing me to lose some weight. I don't think I'm doing it right though, because as a gamer I'm always told to go for the most points, and I'm just beating my high score every day. Now I want to kick a few statistics at you here. Some of them might be shocking, some of them might be a little frightening. 100% of all car accidents involve a car. 100% of accidents in the home happen in the home. That's frightening. And 99.99% of all unplanned pregnancies, they know the punchline already. 99.99% of unplanned pregnancies occur as a direct result of sex. And out of that 0.01%, 100% of that 0.01%'s images are guaranteed to appear on a grilled cheese sandwich or a Mexican family's door panel at some point in the future. Now, there's actually a publishing company that's actually changing a certain word in Huckleberry Finn to make it more PC. I'm not going to say the word, but they're changing it to slave, which really doesn't make it that much better. So I was actually talking to a friend of mine about it, and she said, what they should change it to is neighbor. That'd make it nicer. And I'm sitting there thinking, okay, that does make it a little more PC, but it does change a lot of things in the real world. Like, I don't know what State Farm sells anymore. Mr. Rogers is now the best gangster rapper of all time. And the Ku Klux Klan just calls himself the Neighborhood Watch. Now, I know, I'm a little uncomfortable myself, and it's a little uncomfortable to hear a white man up here talk about race. But I'm going to press on. I'm going to tell you that my wife's cousin is running a road race in March. And because I always root for the underdog, I'm pulling for road. Go road. And I'm going to leave you with a little bit of Valentine's Day advice, fellas. The best way to avoid being called a stalker while you're waiting outside in her bushes, if she finds you out in her bushes, is to tell her that you have no idea what happened to the big, dumb, attractive guy that you were helping to woo her with love poetry. You don't know where he went. And I'm going to give you back to your host, Mike Pincus. Thank you, guys. This guy.